Hey guys, Fish767 here. Today I am going to do a Pokemon deck tech since I haven't done one yet on my channel. As you will see, the phone is auto-adjusting. This is the first time that I've ever filmed on this phone like this, so I don't know what it's doing quite yet. So, one real quick thing. This mat was developed by one of my friends. He has his own company. This is his own mat. It's a limited edition. There's only I think 100 out there. According to this little card I got, there's only 25 that the place I got it from is selling. I'm not going to show you the card, but I will tell you that his company is called Guire Gaming Accessories, and you can go visit his website at guiregaming.com. So he's one of my good friends. I actually know him personally, and he helps me out with a bunch of my stuff, and he helps me how to learn to play Magic and Dragon Ball, Keyforge, Transformers, and how to properly play Yu-Gi-Oh! And also how to play Pokemon. So, to be honest, if he hadn't taught me, I wouldn't know how to play anything, and you wouldn't be watching these videos. So, without further ado, thank you to him. But without further ado, I did have to buy the mat. It wasn't a free mat. I bought it. Well, it was a birthday present, but... Okay, without further ado, into the deck tech. So, we are going to be playing Psychic or Poison or whatever you want to call this. It is a Poison based deck, though. So we run 2 copies of Salandit. It's got 60 HP, and then for 1 Psychic Energy as Singe, your opponent's active Pokemon is now burned with a retreat cost of 1. And the reason why we're running it is because it evolves into Salazzle. We run 2 copies of Salazzle. It's got 110 HP. For 1 Psychic Energy, you can do Nasty Plot, search your deck for up to 2 cards, put them into your hand, then shuffle your deck. And then for the same cost, you have Severe Poison. Your opponent's active Pokemon is now poisoned. Put 4 damage counters instead of 1 on that Pokemon between turns. So, for those of you that have not played Pokemon in a while, Poison and Burn do go away when you switch out the Pokemon. So you will have to have it on their active Pokemon, but every time that turns switch, so when it goes from you to your opponent and your opponent to you, that Pokemon takes poison or burn damage, and then this card just makes it 4 damage instead of 1. It has a retreat cost of 1 as well, and it's probably one of the better cards in our deck. We run 3 copies of Ekans. It has 70 HP. For 1 of any color, it's got Poison Sting, so that's 10. Flip a coin. Give me a minute, guys. Okay, flip a coin. If heads, your opponent's active Pokemon is now poisoned. We then run 3 copies of Arbok with 120 HP. It has Intimidating Pattern. So long as this Pokemon is your active Pokemon, your opponent's active Pokemon's attacks do 30 less damage. And that is before applying weakness and resistance. And then it has Venomous Fang. For 3, 70 damage, your opponent's active Pokemon is now poisoned. It is also one of our better Pokemon. Then we have Seviper, which has 100 HP, has the ability More Poison. Put 1 damage counter on your opponent's poison Pokemon between turns. And Venomous Fang for 3, which deals 30 damage, and your opponent's active Pokemon is now poisoned. So, we're keeping this on our bench because its ability does trigger from our bench. This is what the main part of the deck is based on. You just saw the little poison engine there. There are a couple other cards in the deck that are poison that I will get to a little bit later. But that is the main idea of the deck. We run 4 of those Sevipers, by the way. We got 4 Wobbuffets, and these are basically used to knock out really stupid, powerful GT Pokemon, and Pokemon that we're not getting through otherwise. Or, not GT, GX, I'm sorry. So this is to hit the big heavy hitters in the current format, especially those that we have trouble poisoning and such, or if it's in a deck that likes to counteract ours. It has 120 HP. For 3, it has Shadow Knot 50x, so that means you do 50 damage times whatever, and it says this attack does 50 damage for each retreat cost in your opponent's active Pokemon's retreat cost. So, see how this guy's retreat cost is 3? If your opponent's active Pokemon at 3, then it would deal 150 damage. So, he hits out heavy, but he's definitely not early game. And then we have 2 copies of Sableye. Oh, by the way, we ran 4 Wobbuffet. So we got 2 copies of Sableye. He's got 80 HP, he has Quick Hunt. If you go first, you can use this attack on your first turn, search your deck for a card, put it in your hand, then shuffle your deck. And then for 1, he has Curse Drop. Put 3 damage counters on your opponent's Pokemon in any way you like. That can include your opponent's bench Pokemon. Rerun 1 copy of Poipole. So it's got 70 HP. It is an Ultra Beast. Eye Opener. Look at your face down prize cards, and then it has Peck for 20. And then, of course, our last Pokemon is Nihilego, I believe. Let me know if I'm pronounced that correctly. I don't think I did. I'm sorry about that. It has 110 HP. It is an Ultra Beast. It has a Nightcap. You can only use this attack if your opponent has exactly 2 prize cards remaining. Choose one of your opponent's Pokemon's attacks and use it as this attack. And then for 1, it has Void Tentacles. Your opponent's active Pokemon is now confused and poisoned. A double whammy. Okay, so we are into the trainers. We run one stadium called Parallel City. You could run more if you want to, but sometimes it can be a bit of a problem in this deck. So when you play it, you choose which way you want it to face. It has 2 different effects. Here, let me fix the way the phone's zoomed or focusing. So for one side, choose which way this card faces before you play it. Any damage done by attacks from this player's grass, fire, water Pokemon is reduced by 20. Which is the main use for it. But if our opponent's playing a huge bench, the other side says, choose which way this card faces before you play it. This player's can't have more than 3 bench Pokemon. When this card comes into play, that player discards the bench Pokemon until he or she has 3. This does not count as knocking them out. So we run 1 copy of that. Then we run 3 copies of Sea of Nothingness. Special conditions do not remove when Pokemon, both yours and your opponent's, evolve or devolve. 2 Professor Kawiki. Draw 2. During this turn, your Pokemon's attacks do 20 more damage before applying weakness and resistance. We run 4 Torino. Draw 3. And then we run 3 How. Draw 3. We have a Lucky Helmet. Whenever the Pokemon this card is attached to is your active Pokemon is damaged by an opponent's attack, even if it is knocked out, you draw 2 cards. We got 3 Potion, heal 30 damage for one of your Pokemon. A Big Malasada, heal 20 damage and remove a special condition from your active Pokemon. And then 20 Psychic Energy. So that's the basic idea of the deck. What you're going to want to do, So a lot of the people that I've seen playing Pokemon in my shop, they don't know how to strategize the game, so let me explain. So suppose you have Wobbuffet on the field. It has no energy attached to it, and your opponent is going to be attacking it with the next 3 turns with a 50 damage attack. It makes no sense to put energy onto Wobbuffet because you're never going to be able to use its Shadow Knot ability. Instead, you should put it onto the other Wobbuffet sitting in your, Wobbuffet sitting in your bench, and then when this one dies, you bring this one in with all the energy it needs to use its attack, and your opponent has not dealt damage to it. I just thought that I would address that because everybody I've seen play does not understand that, and it makes it very easy to beat them. So, that's the basic idea of the deck. Thank you guys for watching. Before I turn off this video, I would like your guys' personal opinion on something. So, 3 or 4 days ago, I made a clan on Clash Royale. So no big problem. Within those 3 to 4 days, 49 people ended up joining it, and I only know 2. But this today, when I was checking it, because I am the leader, so I do check it. I try to be on there once every hour and a half or so, except for during school hours. But when I checked it, and I went into the chat to check all that, one of my members, who will remain nameless, ended up kicking out the lowest ranked member to add in another one of his accounts. Now, normally I'd be like, no, you can't do that, kick off his other account. But the thing that happened this time is, he kicked out the lowest ranked player, and when I went and checked on their activity, they had literally completed the training session and not even done another attack. That's how, they hadn't been active. I don't even know how they joined the clan because they haven't been active. But it makes me wonder, what do you guys think I should do about this? I really don't have any clue. Right now, I'm thinking about demoting both of their accounts down to member, because right now they're both at co-leader. But he is one of my better clansmen. He seems like a better player. He seems like a really responsible person to have co-leader. It's just having 2 accounts on there, I'm not sure that I should let that fly. I would like you guys' personal opinion. Right now it's not hurting anything, so I'm just going to leave it up and not take any action against it. But if I do feel the need to, and if you guys, just let me know what you think, and I will make a judgment call based on that. But I really don't know what to do. It's really confusing. But thank you guys for watching. I hope that you liked the video. If you did, let me know why in the comments. If you didn't, let me know what you'd rather see in the comments. And have a good day.